Okay, my bro is playing too. Okay. Oh wait. Madison is playing a game. We back on. We okay. Oh god, I'm tired. Oh, I'm beat. Hey. It's gonna be hard for me. Let's get the channel. No one wants to know about you know what. Can you turn that down? Dad. What's Super Bob anyway? God, you stupid. The shots, the shots. Where is except this way not the where it's better. It's a better. Yeah, boy. Okay. This is taking forever to load. Madison, you set me up. Madison, shut me up. It's not even fit. Yes. A new screen. Hopefully it means that we're getting closer. Hopefully. Yay! Super bad seven. Okay. Play. Because why not? I don't give a crap. Round in progress. What the heck? Oh god. What? Spectre. Exit. Where's the good people? What the heck is this? What the heck is this? What the heck is this? Super Bob Survival. How do I get bombs? It's bomb survival. You don't need bombs. Yeah. Wait for bombs. Oh, there we go. You need bombs. Where do I get my bombs from? This boy better have my bomb. That's what I got here. Also something. That's a ball. Anything. It's the shack. Stop bringing that up. Should I go down there? Good. How do I play this game? Is that your focus? Yeah. Oh, this? Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm dying, can somebody help me? Somebody help me! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die! Like this boat. So do yourself a favor, go on. I was speculate on the dumb people. Some creepy people. Sorry, my bro is playing with us. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at all of these guys now, Baba. So wait, let's craft Roblox 127 set. That's it. Ooh. Cannon. It's totally cannon. He is too full. Oh. Okay. So, what's his name? Ah, my head! Oh my god, my head is disappeared! Oh. Never mind. Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob. Wow. What you do, dude? Hey, dude, what the heck, dude? What the heck, dude? Okay. Oh. Bang! Shakalaka. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, starting game. Dad, we should be starting. Oh no! What the heck is that? I literally just jumped. It was like, whoop. It was like, whoop, whoop. Madison, help me! This place is horrible. I hate it. They bombed it! They're bombing the shelter. I repeat, they're bombing our shelter. No, Trump. Yeah. Yeah. When did I press my special? I didn't press my special. Dang it. Guys, dang it. Oh, I'm hiding. You ain't gonna give me a little pump. I'm off. Ow! Oh, that is that ball. Ow! Chihuahua. Okay, a few more seconds. Yes, come on, please don't blow up. Please don't die. Please don't die. New follower. There's not people who's not following. Wait, what? So following, how's that work? Okay, win. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Okay. I want to play the same work. This is terrible. Sorry, I'm leaving the game.
Number 2, it's a blue state. Number 3, heavy Latino vote. Question is, can the incumbent, can a Republican challenger overcome that? Very hard. Number 4 has got money for it too. Got lots of money. Whatever he needs.
It had.
Such a good experience sitting here next to you again.
Yay.
I'm so happy to see you.
Jailbreak. Yay.
Always appreciate it. And we're out of time, so that's going to do it for this edition of Up Close. Tiempo with Joe Torres.
I see you.
Put them on in the back. One. Jazz out of my
Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one.
What are you doing? That's what you're doing. Okay. Can you guys hear
I gotta get bored.
me? Okay, so it just went to my face. It's weird, guys. It's not permanent. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's permanent. Okay. Let's get this.
And social media videos go viral as children erupt in cheers when their school, there it is, gets electricity. These amazing things up in just a few minutes. Right now, though, the New York Police Department recently made big changes in the operation. For the first time in the department's history, the police commissioner promoted 4 Latinos into top spots all at the same time. Maria Otero continues her service as executive director at the Office of the Deputy Commissioner of Administration, but now as an assistant commissioner, the equivalent of a 2-star chief. The new chief of the Transit Bureau is Edward De La Torre. And for the first time ever, a Latina promoted within the NYPD to a 3-star chief. Bronx native Nilda Indisari.
I'll be a perfect. So should I just like get out straight away or wait until I get a key card? Yeah, I know jailbreak. I'm a Roblox beginner. Hashtag don't care. Hashtag my dad's right here. You can barely see him.
Police commissioner called you to his office, and he tells you that he's about to promote you, and he's amazing. It's just, surreal, I say.
Hey, Dad, get out. Hey. Leave me alone.
What does he say? Says, listen, we taught you grown over the years.
It's only been 15 minutes. It's only been 15 minutes. I'll at least make it 30 minutes. Really 30 minutes of time.
I got sausages, eggs. So we have everything we need. So I need to
Well, I'm gonna do reactions now because why not? Oh no, one reaction that I could do. No, stop pressing Roblox. Roblox is being pretty stupid right now.
Certainly a tremendously qualified individual to lead the Patrol Services Bureau, and I'll be right behind him. Commissioner O'Neill has made it clear that he wants, in his high-ranking decision-making positions, which are you people, to have a policing philosophy that is consistent with his, putting the right people, his words, in the right places. Other than protecting people and keeping people safe and improving relationships, what is that philosophy that he wants all of you to have? You first.
Okay, it's the neighborhood coordination officer, which is...
Hey, Dad, you want to do some reactions?
I mean, he said it many times. It's a relationship. Every cop having a relationship with the community.
Okay, let's see.
Within the police department, everybody. I oversee the school safety. We're talking about traffic. We're talking about all other civilians, including our officers.
Blood on my windshield.
Truth or dare. Truth. I'm okay with strangers dying if it means I can
Oh no,
do this.
oh no, oh no, oh no.
Texas, and in Texas there's an abundance of wildlife, which means there's an abundance of roadkill, which... I live in Texas, and in Texas there's an abundance of wildlife, which means there's an abundance of roadkill, which means there's an abundance of buzzards.
Okay.
Abundance. So about the time that I graduated high school, one day my mom and I were driving down the highway, and just ahead of us on the median strip was something that you see a lot in my area. A deer carcass and a buzzard feeding on it. Now, when you're young and you're trying to learn how to drive in my neck of the woods, they always say, watch the buzzards on the side of the road, because they're bad flyers and they especially have trouble taking off from the ground. So my mom and I are keeping an eye on this buzzard ahead of us, and in his beak is a huge chunk of carrion. Carrion, the word of the day, means dead, decaying meat. Even at that distance, I could see he had bitten off more than he could chew. Pun intended. And as we get closer, he starts flapping his wings. He wouldn't. He might. And he did. I start yelling, Mom is yelling, there is no time to slam on the brakes. And at the last possible second... Oh, the buzzard dropped the bloody putrid meat all over the front of our car. Guys, the smell! Words cannot describe the puke factor here. My screams of terror had subsided into that shocked laughter that you sometimes do when you have a near-death experience. Yeah, couple that with violent gagging.
Shut it down.
Mom, being the responsible adult that she is, immediately pulls into a self-serve car wash, and I pulled out my camera.
Wow.
So, Mom, you want to explain to us what just happened?
We were driving down, and a frickin' buzzard flew over the road and was like flying low, and I honestly thought we were going to hit it, and it held a bunch of crap in its beak, and as we drove underneath it, it dropped all of its stuff on top of my car. And Becca said a dirty word.
Who went with this stuff all over the front of the car?
Me.
We were late to wherever we were going. Watch the buzzards, kids.
It's Simon!
Ooh, oops, run over.
Was it my fault? No, definitely. This happened about a year ago, and my longtime Twitter peeps may remember it because, of course, almost getting run over by a car is something
Wait, back
we're
for playing
obligated to
with my
live
bro.
So one afternoon,
And
after a
sorry
long
for
day of being a
cuts.
workaholic shut-in, I decided to stop off
okay.
at the local grocery store. And those that know me know that I'm very creepy. I'm very observant. I like to people watch sometimes, usually to get ideas for characters and stories. And this particular day, as I was walking in the grocery store, I came across a remarkable-looking gentleman. This is important to the story, trust me. He was tall, round, wore rectangular glasses, was kind of thinning up top, and had a very distinct broom mustache. For the animation nerds out there, kind of like Eric Goldberg, only taller and less cuddly. I made a small mental note about him and carried on with my shopping. When I was done, I paid and walked my basket out the front doors. This parking lot was set up like most grocery store parking lots. Rows of spaces with handicapped spaces in the front. I started walking down my row to get to my car when I noticed a very nice Mustang sitting in the first handicapped spot.
Whip,
I'm not a
boy,
car
okay.
person, but this was one of those cars that anybody would stop and admire. It was black, it had red stripes going down the center. Very nice. But a nice car does not make a nice person. I started walking by this Mustang, keeping my distance at about 8 feet. And there was no indication that anybody was in this car. The lights weren't on, the engine wasn't running, nothing. I couldn't see in there because all the windows were blacked out. I was about 3/4 the way behind this car when I heard it. And with reckless abandon, this car shot out of the parking spot heading right for me. I shoved my basket and dove out of the way. And I'm talking like an inch this guy missed me by. I felt the wind of it go by. I fell forward and caught myself hard on that basket. The force of the fall was enough to rip my lace leggings right at the knees. You don't believe me? Here's a picture. Those were mildly expensive. Oh, and the driver also could have killed me, or at least seriously maimed me. I realized I probably should have just ditched the basket and made a run for it, but it all happened so fast that my brain could only think, move perpendicular to this oncoming force. If the basket's in the way, take it with you. Just move! Ah! So I narrowly dodged the car and picked myself back up, but what was so funny was how scatterbrained confused I was. What do I do about this? Was it my fault? No, definitely his fault. He should apologize. But do I just walk away, let it go? Was it an accident? Did he do it on purpose? Is he an assassin? Do I express my outrage with an appropriate lewd hand gesture? But I was in such a state of shock that I just kept walking. I made it to my car, still coming down from that adrenaline high, when suddenly the Mustang pulled up behind me and stopped. The window rolled down, and guess who it was? Mustache Man!
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, I didn't mean to scare you. I just didn't see you." Okay, first off, he said it in such a tone that it sounded like he was blaming me. And second, you didn't see me? Really? Listen, I know I'm not particularly tall, but I'm not an 8-year-old. Well, mentally the jury's out on that one, but I am a cool 5'6", thank you very much. You can see me. Clearly clearly proven by the fact that you saw that you almost hit me, otherwise you wouldn't have said anything. I was still so shaken and also a little bit angry by this point that all I could say was, okay. Alright. Bye. And he raced off. Cad, you just wait until I tweet about this. But oh, Frap Jewish Day Kalu Kaleh, the story does not end there. It gets better. I was on my way home, still trying to process all that had happened, and, oh dear viewers, guess who I saw on the side of the road pulled over by the police? Broomstache! Oh! The Popo got your number, bro. Oh, Lord, I do believe I'm coming down with a case of justice. That is what you get. That is what you get, homeboy.
It's crystal clear to us here on Tiempo and to everyone else that that's the reason why you
Wait a
were
minute.
promoted into these
Where are my groceries?
positions. The fact that you're Latino just but I do want to ask the question, does your Latino heritage in any way help you do your job better? And if so, what way?
Absolutely. First of all, I think, and that we now have a seat.
Hey, explainers and entertainers, editor Becca here. Now, if you saw my last video, Dumb Things I Do, then you might remember this joke.
And I think that because we understand, I think that I have a better understanding in many communities.
I'm pretty sure adulthood is a lie we tell ourselves. When you're an adult, you're supposed to have things figured out. You're supposed to know what's going on. You're supposed to be organized, responsible, and never do anything stupid. Extra, extra, read all about it. Another adult does something stupid and ruins everything. We all do dumb things. Even me. Yes, I know, hard to believe, but, oh, it's true. Exhibit A. I have medical-based phobias. That's not the dumb part. For some reason, I'm fine with just blood by itself, but one of the things that does provoke this phobia of mine is hypodermic needles and injections. Getting a good old jab in the arm. So naturally, I've run into the problem of nearly fainting every single time I need a shot or my blood drawn. But I have found a solution, and here is the stupid part. In order to not faint while being stuck with a needle, I have to sing. Don't look at me like that. It's either deal with a lifeless body on your floor or listen to some show tunes. So as it goes, anytime I need a shot or my blood drawn, this conversation happens. Hey, I know this is gonna sound weird, but in order to keep myself from fainting, I have to sing to distract myself.
Oh, don't worry about it. Do what you have to.
Thanks. In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. That voice which calls to me and speaks my name.
Wow, you're a really great singer.
Thank you, now please hurry up. I think the reason this works is because I feel like I'm performing for the person who's drawing my blood, and my need to give a good performance actually overpowers my deep-rooted crippling psychological phobia. The show must go on, apparently. Speaking of performances, the other dumb thing I do is I can't watch performance-based reality TV shows like American Idol or The Voice or America's Got Talent. Every time a new contestant goes up to perform, I start stressing out so badly because I know what auditions feel like. Having your dream ride on giving the best performance of your life and the crushing disappointment and devastation when you blow it. I end up putting myself in every single contestant's shoes and I freak out for them, especially when they mess up. And at the end of a long day of work, I don't need that kind of stress in my life. I'm trying to relax. I want colorful cartoons and historical dramas, thank you very much. Good lord, this video should be renamed Dumb Things That Stress Me Out. Let's just move on. Yet another dumb thing I do is, whenever I'm taking a flight, I have to touch the outside of the airplane before I get on. And I, honestly, don't know why. I hear this one is more common than you think, and a lot of people do it out of superstition or as a quick prayer for safety, but I don't know why I do it. Routine, maybe? Tradition? Because I am never going to be on a plane hitting rough turbulence thinking, well, we're dead. If I had just touched the outside of the plane, we'd be hunky-dory right now. No, I'm never gonna think that. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know what I would do if I ever forgot, because I've never forgotten. But I imagine it would go something like this.
Alright, everyone, we're about to close the cabin doors, so please be...
Wait a minute. I didn't touch the outside of the plane.
For the seat in front of you.
We can't take off!
Ma'am?
now we can take off. That was actually a lot of fun talking about the dumb things I do. I want to give a special thank you to Nathan from Drawfee, who voiced the nurse and the flight attendant. We did a really fun video over on the Drawfee channel where we had to draw some pretty outlandish superheroes. I'll put a link to the video in the description and all of their social media. Please check them out over on Drawfee. Nathan and Jacob, they are so funny and entertaining, and they were such great hosts. So yes, go check them out. Go check out the video we made. Thank you guys so much for getting my Draw My Life to the #1 spot.
Wait.
Safe Flight Auto Glass, we know that when you're spending time with the grandkids, every minute counts.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna pause the video just to make sure if this is an ad or not. Oh my god!
The Executive Director of the Patrol Services Bureau. Chief Hoffman, let me ask you this. You cannot change the reality, the pioneering reality of this fact. You are the first Latina 3-star chief in the long and very impressive history of the NYPD. That will be true forever.
Okay, guys, I think I'll get it.
From here on out, have you wrapped your brain around that phenomenal reality?
I'm gonna end the stream here. Good.
That's going to be in the records forever, and it's amazing. I have a 10-year-old daughter, and I tell her that this is going to be